Bonjour. Bonjour, bonjour, and welcome to the podcast Fiction After Lunch. My name is Mindy.
And I'm Sam.
And yeah, hello back. Okay, and before we get into the episode, we learned that before we go into the episode, we talk about our lunch.
Yes.
So Sam, what did we have for lunch? Do you remember? It was 1 hour ago.
Yes, I remember we had tortellini with cheese, and you made a salad with... Oh, I need to talk into this. And I'm not used to the new microphone. And
Yeah. Short input. We have like one wheel microphone here.
Yeah.
And Sam is using it currently, so my voice will be the same as every time, but maybe Sam's voice will be very nice.
Hopefully.
So, hopefully. Yeah. Otherwise, this microphone doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like, phone microphone is better. But yeah, Sam, the lunch.
Yeah. You made cucumber salad with strawberries, green salad, and...
Yeah. The green salad
I don't
is...
know the other words.
The green salad is rucola. I think it's the same in English.
Okay.
Rucola salad, which is a little bit more bitter. And actually I found this recipe online and I was like, it's so sunny outside, it's so, like, it was warm, and I was like, oh yeah, what kind of salad could I make? And then it was like, oh yeah, this freshly strawberry salad, so yeah. It was really good. I liked it, and I really liked your tortellini that you made.
Yeah, I put them into boiling water.
Yeah, like, already prepared tortellini, just put 2 minutes into boiling water and put some cheese and oil on it, and then it's perfect.
Yeah.
Like, I really liked it. And actually the food was not so much as we normally eat, but I need to admit I feel much more better.
Okay.
Like, I don't feel so tired.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, maybe I normally eat too much during lunch and then I'm like, I don't know, become a zombie afterwards and like, I need to sleep. No work anymore. So now I'm really excited for this episode because also this episode is the first chapter that we are reading both blind. So I have no idea what will happen, and Sam has less ideas than I do.
Yeah, Mindy was highlighting the lines I have to read while I distracted her so she wouldn't read. Yeah.
This was interesting, distracting technique. Like, I was highlighting and she was like talking to me all the time about the fan fiction that she wrote when you was 13 years old.
This was not a fan fiction. Yeah.
Handwritten. Like, you have a beautiful handwriting.
Thanks.
I told you when I saw it, but I also want to know. I want the listeners to know that Sam has a really nice handwriting.
Thank you.
In contrast to me. And yeah, so she explained to me what she was doing, and I was like trying to highlight and listen, and in the end I kind of like messed up both.
Okay.
I hope that the highlighting worked, so otherwise, I don't know, you can also read Mandy's line all the time. And yeah, so, but apart from this, do you have anything that you want to mention before we get into the chapter?
Do you have any predictions what will happen? Because we remember that they are at the park, and I think a squirrel got killed.
Oh,
and
the squirrel.
I was so upset when I first read it. Yeah, and I was making a scene in the botanical garden because that's where we wrote it. We read it, and I would assume that more bloodshed is happening.
Yay! Like, we didn't had enough blood and death yet.
Yet, yeah.
Like, I don't know, at some point, isn't it going to be boring if, like, all people die and, like, maybe you're the last person on Earth because everyone else died? Because in this story we have, like, a maximum number of characters of maybe 5 that are alive.
Yes, another good idea for a special episode would be the death counter.
Yeah, I listened to it on the episode when I edited it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I remember we changed it to a survival counter.
Oh yes, survival counter. So far it's 3. 4.
I think it's more, like,
5.
I think 5, 6 or something.
Yeah, we have Lisa, Lucy, Mindy, Zim, Gil, and Flippy.
Yeah, and we don't know if the teacher survived.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so this is like a mystery that we need to solve. Is Mrs. Bitters alive? Is she still reading her newspaper in the classroom of all the corpses of children? So let's figure it out in this chapter, which name is
Gear's Other Side.
Yay.
Yay!
Okay. Zim arrived at the park and was shocked at what he saw. Gil had Flippy's knife in his hand and was walking towards Flippy. Gil's look had changed. Her eyes were no longer bright blue, but completely grey. She looked at Flippy, not smiling, but very angry. Flippy was briefly shocked, but then he knocked the knife out of her hand and pulled another knife out of his own jacket. Like, how many knives does this guy have? Like, oh yeah, I not only need one knife, I need 2 knives. Gil grinned evil and hit him in the stomach so hard that he fell into a pond. Flippy shook his head and opened his eyes. His eyes were black again, his teeth no longer pointy, and his voice no longer so deep. Why do you think Gear is so angry?
Because the squirrel died. I was also angry.
Oh my god! So this is Sam's reaction when we were in the botanical garden, and she's like, "No, you cannot write a story about killing a squirrel."
I was so upset about the squirrel. Okay, my question is, what do her teeth look like if they are no longer pointy?
Ah, you mean from Flippy? Flippy is a boy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about Gil. Yeah.
No. Because if you remember, Flippy flipped out in the last episode, and his eyes changed and became, I think, greenish, and his teeth became pointy. Like, I don't know how you can change your teeth like from normal to pointy. And but yeah, this is like a fan fiction, and these characters can transformate in seconds.
Okay.
And now they are like normal teeth again, like not dangerously looking.
Okay.
Flippy knew what was going on. He freaked out again and attacked someone. That happened to Flippy a lot. But when he looked around, nobody was dead. A comment from Minnie Mandy.
Except for the squirrel. Sad face.
Sad smiley face. Like, okay, I think Minnie Mandy is also sorry for killing the squirrel.
Yeah, I sure hope so.
I sure hope so. Getting an evil look from Sam from the side. Now I'm scared. I hope no squirrels die anymore. Otherwise I get killed with the butter knife here in the house.
Yeah. And I mean, no,
Yeah.
no, I would never.
You looked at me like thinking about it for a second. I'm like, oh shit, I need to go. I have an appointment with my dentist.
About your pointy teeth?
Obviously.
No, I was just thinking it would take so much work to kill someone with the butter knife I have.
Really? Wait, you were thinking about... Let's continue. He signed and said...
Lucky that nothing bad happened.
By the way, because Flippy fell into the pond, the blood that was on his body is gone.
Okay.
Understandable. like there's just a totally wet pond now.
Yeah, I'm just thinking there would be better ways to describe how the blood was washed off him when he fell into the pond, instead of making an author's note in the middle of the paragraph saying PS.
PS!
Yeah.
What is the meaning of PS, by the way?
Postscriptum.
Postscriptum.
Postscriptum, that's Latin for...
Like, by the way.
Yeah.
Ah, no, I mean like PS means something like...
I thought you wanted to tell me something.
No, I don't want to talk with you.
Yeah.
No.
You know, by the way.
By the way, yeah, okay.
But
Yeah.
also it has to be at the end of a letter, normally, I think.
Yeah, I think she's including it like a lot. Like there were like only a sentence before, like except for the squirrel, she said, and then like one sentence, and Flippy said something, and then she's like, oh yeah, by the way, I need to explain this.
Yes.
But maybe she explained it because it's very important. Like, who knows?
But like I said, she could have described how the water turned black in the
Black?
red.
What blue blood do you have?
I don't know what kind of blood Flippy has. He's a cartoon character bear.
Cartoon character bear. Yeah, maybe if you use the uncensored version. No, the censored version, the blood has the color of blue.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't understand what you want to say. Want to tell me.
No, okay. Short. By the way.
P.S.
P.S. For the people who maybe no one knows, but for the German people, actually, when I was a child, I looked at Dragon Ball, which was an anime series in the television.
Yeah.
And actually, there's a difference between the Japanese original version and the version that is showed in the German television, because the Germans thought, oh no, there's blood. We cannot show this series in the German television because there's like people dying and they are bleeding and it's wet and everything, and people are also smoking. So what do you think did the Germans do? Like they just changed the color of the blood to blue.
Okay.
So they really have blue blood. And I was always like, okay, maybe because they're aliens, it makes sense that the blood is blue or something. But also the people's blood is blue. So it's really weird. And also, for example, when in the original version there's like people smoking, in the German version they just like changed it to people eating like a lollipop.
Oh.
So it's really funny actually. If you see like the comparison, like a guy being very serious and taking his lollipop out of his face, like
Out of his face. Okay.
out of it, like it's hanging on his skin or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but back to the story.
Yeah.
With maybe blue or wet blood. Flippy looked at Gil. Gil still looked pretty angry at Flippy. Gil started to growl, and Flippy took a few steps back. Gil said,
I'll kill you for what you did to Mindy.
"What?
What?
What did he do to Mandy?"
Did he push her? People sometimes push her. I don't know.
Oh my god, okay, this is awesome. Yeah, because for Mandy it's like, if you push her, this is the worst thing you can do. Like, if you do it, you're not the person you're supposed to be. But, okay, Gil said that he did something to Mandy, so what did he do to Mandy? So he pushed her, so, yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe. I think it's true, so. Mandy lay unconscious in the meadow. Her top was soaked with blood. Flippy had cut Mandy in the stomach with the knife.
Oh,
Oh, Mandy's dead.
was this mentioned before?
I don't think so. I think this is new. Like during the time, I think it changed to Zim's and Lucy's perspective or something.
Yeah.
And then Zim just heard Mindy screaming or something.
No, I
No?
think he only felt something and then he...
Oh, like telepathy.
Yes.
He felt it.
Yeah, he felt it. Genau.
Oh my god. And this is what happened to Mandy in the time. Like Flippy was, how's it called?
He stabbed her.
He stabbed her in the stomach with the knife. Okay. But I like the next sentence. She's still breathing normally because the cut wasn't that deep.
That in capital letters.
Yeah, I like that it's in capital letters.
I like that she's unconscious, although it's not that deep.
Yeah, like she's... maybe because she also was pushed. Like, he was stabbing her, and then, like, she felt like she was pushed, and then she's like, oh no! Like, people just get immediately unconscious here in this story. And immediately unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Flippy looked at Gil in shock and said frantically,
Wait, I'm normal again.
Gil ignored Flippy's words and pulled out a gun from her pocket. Like, what?
She pulled out 3 knives and a gun so far.
Yeah, like, what the fuck? Okay, the next sentence explains why she got a gun. Like, she got the weapon from Zim for self-defense.
Yes.
Like, what? This is not how you use it for self-defense. If you're, like, Flippy is just normally talking to Gil.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's trying not to kill her, but I don't know, maybe Gil is so panicked that he killed, like, he almost killed Mindy Like from Gil's perspective, it's only Mindy lying down in the meadow, in the grass, and everywhere there's blood. So maybe Gil is thinking that he really killed Mindy. And now she's like, okay, I will kill you.
Yeah,
Yay.
understandable.
Flippy looked at Gil even more shocked and asked,
What do you want to do with the gun?
Gil said nothing and pointed the gun at Flippy. Zim's eyes widened and he remembered something. What? Zim? Where does Zim come from?
I'd assume you at least made another paragraph in the original document.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But, maybe Zim arrived at the scene.
Like he was feeling something was wrong and that... Okay, that's our fault. It says it in the first line. The first word of the new chapter was Zim. Zim arrived at the park. Okay, so we're at the park. Mindy is stabbed and unconscious. Gil is attacking Flippy. Zim is shocked.
Yeah.
That's the scene, isn't it?
That's the scene.
Yeah.
And now Zim's eyes widened and he remembered something.
Flashback from chapter 2.
Yay! For the people who don't remember chapter 2, we have a flashback. So Mindy stood in front of Zim. His eyes were blood red and they were eerily glowing. Mindy? Zim, you are fine. I thought, what do you want with what? What?
It's the exact same translation we stumbled across in the second chapter. I remember.
Yeah, oh my god. Okay, again. Zim, you're fine. I thought, what do you want with the Zim weapon? Yeah, the Zim weapon is back.
Yeah.
The weapon that Zim invented, I think. Okay, Zim didn't answer but pointed the gun at Mindy. He glared at Mindy and shot her. Flashback end. Okay. Zim put his hands to his head, as if he had a headache. And what?
And shut his eyes.
And screwed up his eyes? Yeah, it's shutting your eyes, but
Yeah.
I like screwed up your eyes. When he slowly opened his eyes again, you could see that his eyes were glowing blood red again. Yeah,
Yay.
evil Zim again. More blood and death. Ah. When he slowly opened his eyes again, you could see that his eyes were glowing. Yeah.
And then?
And then Gil shot Flippy. Yay! The new character that was introduced last episode was just shot. Like everyone is killed here. Flippy held his arms in front of his face and had his eyes closed. What? But when he didn't feel a bullet after a few seconds, he slowly opened his eyes. Obviously, the ball of the bullet. The ball was in a tree next to Flippy. Mindy saw everything. She was still on the floor but could still see everything clearly. Slowly she got up and held her stomach with one hand. She saw the edges of an arm. An invisible arm. Mindy looked to the source of the arm and saw... Mindy? Lucy! I'm so sorry for your neighbors.
You are so loud.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm just so emotional that Lucy is now back.
I'm sorry. Continue screaming.
Yay! Okay, Lucy stood there. Lucy looked bored, as always.
Lucy is my second favorite character.
After Lisa?
Yeah.
Yeah, same. Like, Lucy is, like, every time she's standing there and like, this again. Like, it feels like Lucy is sitting next to me on the chair where the back is.
Yeah.
Like, she's reading with us the chapter and she's like, not again. Couldn't something more interesting happen than people killing each other all the time?
Yeah. For the listeners, we are sitting at the table. There are three chairs, and Mindy is not allowed to sit on the third chair because my back is sitting there.
Yeah, the back has an important place in this room.
Yeah, has its own chair. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
cute. But by the way,
Yeah. By the way,
go back to the story. Lucy.
it seems I have already fended off 2 gunshots and thus saved 2 lives. If I fell any lower, I can no longer sing.
Oh my god. She's like, why is she saving people then if she's like, this is the worst thing I could do. Saving people.
I can only say it again. Lucy is my second favorite character.
Yeah, she's very, I don't know.
Cool.
You emphasize with her, kind of. Not emphasizing, but
No, not emphasizing.
not emphasizing. Ah.
I would never hate two people.
Would never. Oh my god. Okay. I like your opinion. Mindy slowly caught up with Lucy and told her, "Luckily you're back. This is where the mail is going." What? What mail? Like I just didn't.
I have no idea what you wanted to say. This is where the mail is going. I have no idea what you wanted to say.
I can only imagine Mindy with like a letter, and she's like, "Oh yeah, Lucy, I have a letter. Can you maybe put it into the mail or something?" I don't know. Like, what is the mail?
Okay, you have to scroll up.
Yeah, I need to
know.
scroll up for a moment. So we have a short scrolling time.
You get quite an imposter.
Oh my god, I love the translation and also the original German.
You get imposter.
Like, okay, for the people who don't understand German,
What she's saying is a lot is happening.
but in a fun way, like you use this not when there's people like killing each other, but more like, oh yeah, I don't know, there's a party going on.
Yes. It's when you're at a party and
And there's
people are very drunk and doing stupid things and
Yeah.
everything is loud and a lot is happening. That's when die Post abgeht,
where the mail is going on.
when the mail is going.
This is where the mail is going. So this is a new word for, oh yeah, do you know? I'm on this party, and this is where the mail is going. This is the feeling that you need to get here.
Yeah.
So for Mindy, this is all like a party.
We could also do a German idiom episode once.
In German idiom, oh
Yeah.
my god.
I think I spider is one of the most
Ah!
common ones.
I think I spider. I think I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. But now we know that the party is going on in the park here, and Lucy just joined the scene. And what does Lucy think to the party? Lucy opened one eye. She has eyes like gas. And said,
I noticed that. What happened? What does she have eyes like?
ah, Lucy belongs to this kind of characters who have like almost closed eyes. Like Gas in the cartoon has always her eyes closed, and she only opens them when she's very angry or feels a lot of emotions and something like this. Okay, I will show you a short picture.
No, you will not, because I don't let you use the internet.
Ah, okay, I'm not allowed to use the internet here, so you
Yeah.
just need to imagine the eyes.
Yeah, I think I know
very
what you
close.
mean. Okay.
Okay. Mindy? Gear has Mindy's eyes widened. She thinks, wait a moment, why did I just see a gear? Gil is not gear, is it? No, this cannot be. Zim promised me that I would never do anything to gear. What? And if he breaks this promise, he will suffer terribly.
Terribly. This is about the contract again. Yeah.
Doing how's it called?
Transformations. Yeah.
Yeah. And she now used gear instead of Gil, so she has a feeling that this might be gear. And
Yeah.
so Zim broke the promise with her. So I like her last sentence, like, he will suffer terribly. Like, this is something that is a little bit, like, non-characteristic for her. Like, until now she was very sweet and always caring about all of the people.
She was mostly neutral, I think. She didn't engage in the massacre at school, for example. She just went home.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with this party. Like, where the mail is going on in the school. Yeah, so maybe Mindy has also another side. Lucy waved a hand in front of Mindy's face.
Hello. Still there?
Mindy? I'm sorry, I just had to review something. Mindy couldn't finish... Mindy couldn't finish the sentence because Gil screamed. Mindy and Lucy turned to Gil. Zim hit Gil in the stomach.
What? Hit. Ah.
What did you understand?
Head.
Head Gil... What? What? Head Gil in
That's a
the...
different kind of fanfic now.
During the time when Mindy was talking with Lucy, Zim ate Gil.
Yes.
Wow, this would be very dark. Gil held his stomach. Her eyes turned light blue again and she smiled. Oh, thank you for hitting me, master. No, this is not what's
No,
there.
no.
Actually, Gil said to Zim,
Sorry.
This will take some time because this is very funny. And I think Sam is just dying from laughing now. You will understand in a few seconds why she's laughing.
It's just so clear that you wrote the story. Thank you for being back to normal, Master.
Yeah, I didn't knew the sentence, but it was very, how's it called?
Very good guess.
Very good guess. Yeah, Mini Mindy is still in my mind.
Yeah.
Or in my body, or
It's
myself.
almost like you're the same person.
Oh my god! How can this be? Okay. With these words, she passed out and fell on the grass. Mindy looked at Gil, startled. She heard what Gil said. Master. Mindy said to himself. Oh no! Mindy is now a man.
Yeah.
No, okay, I hope that Mindy is still not a man, because I'm not a man, I hope.
Mini Mindy can be whatever Mini Mindy wants to be. We are not.
But
yeah.
okay, this is a Mandy in the story, so
Yeah.
not Mini Mandy. So maybe Mandy in the story is a guy. So this will be like Zim is a guy and Mandy is a guy. So we have like a gay fiction. Actually, I would also really like it. No, that can't be. Gil is really Gear.
Oh no.
Zim turned Gear into a person and broke our promise. What? The chain that Mindy wore shone.
Necklace?
Yeah,
Maybe?
she has a necklace and it was shining, kind of. And, oh no, Mandy's eyes turned red and then jet black.
What? Why her? Or him? Or
Like, now it's her again, like her eyes. And her hair turned red. Her top turned black. Like, why is her appearance, like, changing so much here?
Wasn't her top black from the start? Because she was edgy and all.
I think she had like how's it called? A wet one, I think. But I don't know anymore, like we need to go back for this, but let's just assume that her top had a different color than black.
It was a new day. I think it wasn't described.
This is bad for Mini Mandy author to just like say that her top turned black, even if we don't know if it's like black before. But yeah, she's transforming herself, so I don't know, every character's eyes turn red and then they are evil, like wet eyes are evil. And her hair is changing to red, so this is quite cool. Mindy growled and said quietly to herself, Zim, what have you done? You will pay for it. End of chapter! Oh my god.
My prediction for the next episode is that Zim will pay for it.
I like your prediction. I think, where's Flippy, by the way? What is he doing?
Flippy is shot and dead.
Oh my god. He's really dead.
No, wait, the ball hit a tree.
Yeah, because
so
Lucy
Flippy
was
is
there.
probably either watching or running away. I suspect he's still watching because you didn't write him run away.
He didn't went home. He's just like, okay, where should I go now? Like, this is my park. So maybe he's living in the park or something because he's a bear.
Mhm.
Okay, so we just finished the chapter, and yeah, the predictions have been that Zim will pay for it the next time, in the next chapter, which we also don't know what will happen. And yeah, I think Mindy will do something bad to Zim.
Yeah.
What exactly do you think she will do?
If I look at the rest of the story, she'll probably try to murder him.
Yay! This is a story where every chapter has like a new context and new stuff is happening and
Death counter for this chapter is still 0 though.
oh my god! Then the next chapter needs to become like it's the last chapter actually. So who knows? Maybe there's a real ending and everyone will die, or maybe everyone will have a happy ending and everyone will have a relationship to everyone. Harem. Zim's harem, woo! With Flippy. What? I just see the eyes of Sam like, what are you talking about? Please continue saying.
No, please continue.
Like, okay, I will continue, but with ending this episode, and before we will end this episode, I will just talk about the social media. And because you can also, like, we have a lot of pictures on our social media, and we are very, very active in social media. Like, I'm not active, but Sam is.
Very active. We post like 1 picture once a week.
Once a week?
2 pictures once a week.
Yeah. I think that's very active, because I normally never use, like, social media in general, but now that we have this podcast, we decided to have social media, so that you can contact us and tell us your reviews and something. I don't know, if you have some comments, you can write us there, or like our pictures. Please like our pictures. And yeah, therefore I will just shortly introduce to you our social media. So we have an Instagram account which I really like, and it's the Fiction After Lunch Instagram account. So you can find us on Fiction After Lunch. And we have a Twitter account with the name Fiction and Lunch. We have a Tumblr account, Fiction After Lunch, and you can write us an email on fictionafterlunch@gmail.com. So yeah, this is everything for this episode. So Sam, what should we say at the end? Never break a promise.
Oh, that's too serious, isn't it?
Never break a promise with Mindy.
1, 2, 3.
Never break a promise with Mindy. Yay! Bye bye! Bye bye!